Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, I want to discuss the major drawbacks that the internet is discussing about this tablet right here, the iPad Gen 10. Now this is not going to be a full formal review, but however, I want to hit on a couple, and I even have this in my notes, a couple of the major drawbacks of this tablet that everyone on the internet is talking about, and why they say it's the most confusing iPad Apple has ever released. And I want to put to rest a lot of those topics and aspects of this device, which people say are absolute deal breakers and make no sense. So let's hop right into the video, starting out on number one, Apple's Pencil support or lack thereof of the Generation 2 Apple Pencil. This only works with Apple Pencil Gen 1, which is outdated and comes with an adapter to actually pair it because this has USB Type-C. Apple Pencil Gen 1 comes with a lightning port to charge it, so you can no longer sync it just by plugging it into the bottom of the device. So you need an adapter to actually plug it in via USB Type-C, and that's a pain in its dongle. However, what people don't understand is there's alternative if that's a word, styluses out there on the market which you can actually go pick up and that work directly with this iPad, as in Apple sells it on their website. First one that I purchased was the Logitech Crayon 2. There's two versions of this. It's the updated one, and it has a USB Type-C port right on the bottom for you to charge with any USB Type-C accessory, or the one that actually comes in the box with the iPad. Doesn't that make a lot of sense? With this one, you get basically every feature of the Apple Pencil except for the tapping feature, which is on the Gen 2. The writing experience, I would argue, is better, if not the exact same as the Apple Pencil. You get tilt support, so depending on like how you tilt your pencil, it'll change the thickness of the line you're drawing. It doesn't come with the pressure sensitivity. That's fine. I don't think anyone cares about that, to be honest. But like, yes, it doesn't stick to the side of it, but who cares? You can just buy a device like this. It's less money than the Apple Pencil, and it's a good deal. I mean, like, go pick this one up. That puts to rest the Apple Pencil thing. Just don't buy the Apple Pencil. Buy the Logitech Crayon. Solved. Second thing on here, speakers. Speakers on this thing sound perfectly fine. People said it doesn't have quad speakers like the iPad Air or iPad Pro. It's like, well, it has dual firing speakers. Yes, it has grills for 4 speakers on the top and bottom. However, I've listened to plenty of music and videos on this, and it sounds completely fine. If we go into YouTube right here, and we play a video, say, I don't know, still getting used to volume buttons.
Not really sure how well it would protect the iPad from most drops. The Magic Keyboard Folio also costs...
It sounds completely fine, it's clear. Stereo speakers work perfectly fine. I don't have any complaints here. If you really need quad speakers, go pay more money. Next, laminated display. Yes, it's outdated technology. Yes, it introduces more glare because it's underneath this thick piece of glass. Can I tell the difference between this and an iPad Air? No. Straight up no. I can't. I went in an Apple store, compared this screen to an iPad Air, and I couldn't tell the difference. I really couldn't. The only way to tell the difference is if you sit here and you really tilt the device and you really look for that gap. Display quality, sharpness, contrast is fine. The only difference is the reflections. To fix that, get a paper-like screen protector to put on top of it that's matte to reduce those reflections. Problem solved. There we go. That's all I'm going to talk about with that one. Next, A14 Bionic chip. Performance isn't that great. Performance on this is, I'm not going to say it's incredible, but it's like really, really solid. Like, that was the chip that came with the iPhone 12, and everyone said that was like such an amazing device. It was so speedy. They put it in this thing. It's an upgrade over the A13 from last year. This thing performs fine. I haven't had a single glitch on this throughout all my usage with it. Battery life on this is actually pretty solid overall as well. It beats out the iPad Air and I think it also beats out the iPad Pro because the display quality on that is much higher and it also has a higher refresh rate. So battery life on this is a major win. So performance, battery life, it's a major win. Display quality is good. Get the Logitech Crayon. This tab, and not to mention the cameras on here are really good. This is 12 megapixels. The front-facing camera is on the horizontal axis here. Makes more sense for video calls. I don't understand a lot of the complaints with this tablet, so I hope I just debunked a lot of those. Leave your comments in the comments section down below if you disagree with me. Happy to chat with you. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like this tablet, I'd recommend it. Go purchase it. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching another video on my channel. If you're interested, click over here to subscribe to the channel and click over here for another amazing tech video review / tutorial. And yeah, Thanks so much for checking out the channel. Appreciate all you guys. See you in the next video.